Wunderbar, that is good. That is probably a clue to tell you where I am. This is the Walk of Life Winter Break Special.
Nighttime into the day, the song about the sweet old woman. They do the song about the night, then they do the walk of life. Yeah, you do the walk of
life. The British winter season. Fresh walks in the countryside, picturesque views, and a nice pint by a warm, cosy fire in the pub. What could possibly go wrong for this time of year?
Hello, darkness, I've come to talk with you again.
This is the British weather 99.9% of the time. But not all is bad, as I met Sandra and we've been going strength to strength, exploring different places, and for our next adventure, the first one being abroad, we were generously invited to stay at our friend Sylvia and her family in her home in Germany. So, it's just gone 1 in the morning, by the way, and we went to bed at about just after 9 o'clock last night. So some people are probably only getting back to bed, probably drunk as you like from a Friday night. So yeah, got to drive to Stansted now.
It was a beautiful day, sun beat down, I had the radio on, I was driving, trees went by, me and Del were singing a little runaway, I was blind, yeah, running down a dream, it never would come to me, working on a mystery, going wherever it leads, running down a dream. I felt so good, like anything was possible. Hit cruise control and rub my eyes. The last 3 days, and the rain was unstoppable. It was always cold, no sunshine. Yeah, running down a dream that never would come to me. Working on a mystery, going wherever it leads. Running down a dream.
And so we landed in Deutschland, most famous for such things as the automotive industry with Mercedes, Audi and Volkswagen, influential people past and present including Albert Einstein and Michael Schumacher, an array of castle and cathedrals, and of course these absolute large barbarian events, that including the Oktoberfest, arguably the most famous and largest beer festival in the world, where they consume at least 7.5 million litres a year. That is wunderbar!
I'm picking up whatever is mine. I'm running down a dream that never would come to me. Working on a mystery, going wherever it leads. Running down a dream. Yeah, I'm running down a dream.
And one of the first places I came across in the city centre was this clothes shop, which was almost spelt the same way as my late granddad's name. Quite a coincidence. Leipzig is the second largest city in the Saxony area of eastern Germany, behind Dresden, which is the capital. Now, Leipzig is often known as Leipzig due to the affordable cost of living, its decent nightlife and art scene. It is often the coolest city for the Federal Republic. Now, a good way of getting around town is the tram system. As you see here, it costs about €4.20 between two of us to get around town, which is not too bad at all. So effectively, you get your ticket, pop yourself to one of these, and you put yourself in the ticket. Voila. I remember my first pretzel. Now those who like the expensive taste in fashion, the Mädler-Passage here is one of the famous promenades that you can get for your shopping. Perfect place to get your Christmas gifts. After exploring around the city centre, we went to go to our first landmark of Leipzig. Now, the City Hochhaus, or the Panorama Tower, is actually the largest tower in Leipzig, standing at 142 metres and 36 stories. Now, it's mainly for offices, but there is a restaurant and a lookout point at the top, which will cost you €5, but you can only pay in cash. Come on, the Germans, get with the times!
Broken record. I'm like a broken record, and I'm not playing right. Just cynical, how about you kill me? Till you tell me on the heavenly phone to hold tight. Come on, come on. Oh, come on, come on. Don't let go. Hold tight, hold tight. It's alright, you said. I got my hands up shaking just to let you know that you've got a higher power. Got me singing every second, dancing every hour. Oh yeah, you've got a higher power, and she really someone I wanna know. Electric. This boy is electric, and you're sparkling like the universe connected. And I'm buzzing night after night after night. This joy is electric.
One of the best views of this city is to be found from the top of the 91-metre tall monument, a name that I dare not pronounce, which I will display at the bottom of the screen. It was erected in 1913 to commemorate the defeat of Napoleon in the Battle of Nations. It cost $75 million and it was built by architect Bruno Schmitz. And spotted in the distance was something I saw very familiar. The Red Bull Arena, located in the heart of Leipzig, is the largest football stadium in eastern Germany and has hosted a number of music concerts. It is also home to the German outfit RB Leipzig or Red Bull Leipzig, who have become one of the biggest sides in the Bundesliga. Since their inaugural season in 2009-10, RB have risen through the ranks and reached the Bundesliga in only 7 seasons, and they even finished second only behind Bayern Munich. They earned a place in the UEFA Champions League the season after and built on their success by reaching the semi-finals for the 2019-20 season, only losing out to PSG or Paris Saint-Germain. Whilst making a mark in European football, domestically they have continued to challenge in the top half of the table, and on the 21st of May 2022 they won their first major title, the DFB Pokal, against Freiburg. They would win it for a second consecutive season, this time defeating Eintracht Frankfurt, and they even won the 2023 German Super Cup, defeating Bayern Munich. The stadium is frequently used as a concert venue when the football is not on, and artists such as Tina Turner, Paul McCartney, Genesis, Bon Jovi, ACDC, Coldplay, Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band have all played in this stadium. In fact, RB Arena was one of the venues for the 2006 FIFA World Cup and will host another for the UEFA European Championships in 2024, and continues to be the only stadium to host such events in Eastern Germany. Random fact, there are places in Germany where, here for example, they can leave goods for people for donations, but sometimes most other people probably see it as fly tipping, but interesting, different cultures. Johann Sebastian Bach was Leipzig's musical director and choirmaster of St. Thomas's Boys Choir. He was one of the most talented composers, not just in his generation, but in history. You would have heard such work as Toccata and Fugue in D minor, Christmas Oratorio, Ave Maria, St. Matthew's Passion, Mass in B minor. In that time, it was the class above the rest. You could see a few places where he performed, from St. Nicholas's Church to St. Thomas's Church, where his grave lies, and there's even a museum that's been dedicated to him just around the corner from this church. He's inspired so many composers, including John Williams, who's made many famous film scores of today, including Star Wars, Harry Potter, Jaws, Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, E.T., Home Alone, and so much more. From classical music to heavy rock, Il Lindemann, lead singer of the world-known German industrial metal band Rammstein, was also born in Leipzig. Well, I don't know about you, but Leipzig, as that sign says over there, it's cold as And so we walk to our next attraction, that being a boat trip that Sandra arranged for us, which includes a tour guide and driver explaining the sights and scenes of Leipzig, and it includes food and drink, including mulled wine. Now this will cost you around €15 for about an hour and a half trip around Leipzig, but there was something in the brochure that wasn't included that took us by surprise.
Oh my God. My face is going in the wine. Herrlich.
Aber hier kann ich mich rausstrecken mal kurz.
You know what's even worse? In the bus.
Oh my goodness. Jesus Christ. Wait.
Leipzig is a city surrounded by water. There are 3 different types of rivers passing through this city: the Parthe, the Pleiser and the White Elster. That's why Leipzig has so many bridges, 427 of them. That's 27 more than Venice. A helpful tip to bear in mind: make sure you book this when it's warm and have an English speaking tour guide, as we had no idea what the guy said for an hour and a half. Anyway, we had plans with Sylvia and Jacob that evening, but before we met them, we had come across this shop which was really busy, and no wonder why, as they had every single roll you could think of, from red velvet to cookie dough, from pistachio, cinnamon, apple, you name it. It was unbelievable. So if you're in Germany, make sure you dive into one of these places. We did, and we treated ourselves whilst listening to one of my favourite songs. So the Leipzig train station behind me is actually by floor space the largest train station in Europe. Over 83,000 square meters it covers across the centre of Leipzig. Now it has 24 tracks as well. And here's one to note down if you visit Leipzig this time of year: to see the Christmas garden lights in Agra Park, south of Leipzig. random fact, the old City Hall behind me here was built in only 9 months between 1556 and 1557. I mean, look at it. We received some unexpected news as we found out that this Christmas market here in Leipzig, the opening day was actually changed from a Monday to a Tuesday, the day we was flying back to the UK, which was hugely disappointing. So we had to decide if we were ever going to see a Christmas market during our travels. So over a couple of Scott Steiners, we had a bit of a rethink of where we could see some German Christmas markets that Leipzig had changed their schedule. So we had a look on the internet and there was a place that was the second closest to us that was available on the Monday. So we're now on the Flexibus, which is like the equivalent of a megabus. And it cost us technically €12 to travel. Will be 2 and a bit hours to our destination, which is welcome to Berlin. Berlin, Germany's capital, home to Checkpoint Charlie, the Berlin Wall, and the Reichstag building, home to the German government. There are many other famous landmarks across the city as we made our way to the German Christmas market.
Bomb the dang, diggy diggy. Karumo I don't play with the bomb, the dang, diggy diggy. My style is the bomb, the dang, diggy diggy. Karumo I don't play with the bomb, the dang, diggy diggy. Go now we sit down and I watch your man a live. Watch your man a war now, who a roll big. Sit down and a plan for come put man average. Remember when
there is one place that you cannot miss when you visit Berlin. Well, look at this behind me here. This is the Brandenburg Gate. This is probably arguably the most famous landmark in all of Germany. This is a national symbol of peace and unity once the Berlin Wall had been pulled down. Either side is what would have been the east and west. I mean, it is absolutely immaculate. After World War II, Germany continued to have its problems, and an agreement was reached with the Allies in 1961 to split the nation into two, the GDR and West Germany. The wall ran through the centre of Berlin until in 1989, after many years of political unrest, the GDR government gave permission for people to pass freely between East and West Germany. On the evening of 9th of November, thousands of East Germans gathered to bring huge sections of the wall down, bringing the nation together. The German band Scorpions released their iconic single Wind of Change, capturing this historical moment. And finally, one off the bucket list, we went to visit the German Christmas markets. Just there. Is that Jesus? Really? And then other figures as well. And then there's me. Cool. I love a Scott Steiner.
couldn't tell you what this is, but it's very lovely.
Actually, it was named a langos. As me and Sandra's time in Germany was coming to an end, we looked back on our experience and loved every minute of it, so we have to thank Sylvia, Jacob and their son for their time and hospitality. But before we left, we were stuck on the runway for 4 hours due to ice and snow, so eventually in the skies I was thinking of my previous thoughts about Germany. I would have said, Ich bin, I would have given flying gemacht, but now my opinion has changed to Es Kleber S.
99 red balloons floating in the summer sky. Panic belt, it's red alert. There's something here from somewhere else. The war machine springs to life, opens up one eager eye, focusing it on the sky. The 99 red balloons go by. 99 decisions tree, 99 ministers meet to worry, super scurry. Call the troops out in a hurry. This is what we've waited for. This is it, boss. This is war. The president is on the line. There's 99 red balloons go by. 99 nights of the air, right? Super high-tech jet fighters. Everyone's a silver hero. Everyone's a Captain Kirk with orders to identify, to clarify and classify. Scramble in the summer sky. 99 red balloons go by. 99 red balloons go by. 99 dreams I have had, and every one a red balloon. It's all